As Terrace resident, Lana Green is in the middle of a lawsuit with Alberta Health after the death of her son in the Edmonton Remand Center. A former patient has disclosed what it's actually like being a patient in the facility. Damian Smith from CFTK reports and warning there is mention of suicide in this story.
As Terrace resident Lana Green continues to fight for her son's name, TJ McConnell, after his time in the Edmonton Remand Center, former patient Brandon Shaw, who appeared at McConnell's public fatality inquiry in February of this year, went into detail about his time at the facility.
It's scary. Like, it really is. It's a really big, cold, really echoey place. Very bright walls, and like throughout that time, you're asking for access to a nurse. They're denying you 100%. I couldn't tell you how many times I asked for mental health supports for a nurse because I needed like methadone, right? Like whether it was Suboxone, right? And like depending on who you got, like you were gonna get shut down no matter what. But depending on who you got, they'd either send out a request or they just wouldn't, right? So you're kind of at like their mercy or beck and call, right?
Brandon does agree that the facility is understaffed with little people and resources available. However, he does believe that the outcome is still not enough.
So when I was in dry cell, right, because I was like severely dope sick, there was a nurse that came and checked up on me twice a day. She came and checked my vitals and made sure I was okay. So if that person is checking up on me twice a day, how can that nurse not do something about what's clearly? I'm begging this woman, please, I need help, crying, literally laying in my own filth. And this woman says, no, I'm sorry. Or no, wait, they usually tell me like, no, I'm sorry, we don't have a doctor on, or it's the weekend, or it's this or that, or they're famous for saying, oh, you'll see a nurse when you get to the unit.
Shaw also noted that he did have suicidal thoughts in the center, but he also had a couple of weeks left. However, the same cannot be said for McConnell and Jonathan Anderson, who committed suicide in March of 2020.
For people like me and TJ and the countless other people, not to mention like how many other people have taken their lives in that place, being denied help. So it's yes, maybe they don't have enough people, but I think they just don't give enough about it.
Shaw's also spent time at remand centers in British Columbia, but disclosed that patients are treated, quote, more like people, where he was able to access avenues for support. From Terrace, I'm Damian Smith.